You can be.
Sandra communicated. Yeah, I believe.
Yeah, she should. That's not she knows.
I was aware of that. Yes.
All right, but you know you're the.
Got it.
Not quite.
It's unmuted.
I won't look at your notes.
Now they're gonna tell how much taller you are. You're gonna stay over there.
All right, good evening, everyone. My name is Chuck McLean, the Chief Public Utility Law Judge at the Maryland Public Service Commission in Baltimore. Today is August 19th, 2024. It's approximately 6:30 p.m. and we're at the Worcester County Library in Snow Hill to conduct a second public comment hearing in case number 9714, which is captioned Chaberton Solar Snow LLC's application for a certificate of public convenience and necessity to construct a 4-megawatt solar photovoltaic facility in Worcester County, Maryland. The purpose of this evening's hearing is to allow for members of the public to make comments, make me as well as the parties aware of any issues that they may have, as well as to allow the parties to provide their recommendations on this particular project. You okay?
It's on this monitor.
Yeah.
All right. If you don't want to speak tonight, that's not a problem, but you can make written comments if you like through the Commission's e-file system on the Commission's website, which can be accessed at www.psc.state.md.us. Instructions for logging into the public comment system are located under the Tools section of the website under the Make a Public Comment tab. You may also file written comments by sending them to the Commission first-class mail. Attention, Jamie Bergen, Chief Clerk, 6 St. Paul Street, 16th floor, Baltimore, Maryland, 21202. If anyone needs that address, if anyone needs that address, I'm happy to provide it. Just please ensure that your comments reference case number 9714. All comments must be received by August 23rd, 2024, and I will consider them when I issue my order. All the documents that have been filed in this case are available on the Commission's website and can be accessed by typing in 9714 into the case search tab. A copy of the application is also available at the Worcester County Department of Development Review and Permitting at 1 West Market Street in Snow Hill. In terms of where this case sits procedurally, the applicant's direct testimony in support of its application was filed in April 2024, and the Power Plant Research Program and the Commission's staff each filed testimony and licensing recommendations on August 2nd, 2024. The parties will advise me by August 26th, 2024, if a settlement has been reached, and if there is, an evidentiary hearing will be held on September 3rd, 2024. In the event there is not a settlement, there will likely be further testimony and an evidentiary hearing will be held at a later date. Now, before we open it up to the public, I'd like to have the parties, we'll just have the applicant come up and you can do your presentation, and then we'll have PPRP staff and OPC, and then we'll open it up to any comments. Okay, Mr. Flavin.
Thank you, Your Honor. My name is Andy Flavin with the law firm Trout Pepper Hamilton Sanders LLP, and I'm counsel for the applicant Chaberton Solar Snow LLC. With me tonight, we have John Miller and Natalie Castro from Chaberton. We're going to go through a couple slides about the project. Thank you.
There we go. Good evening, everyone. My name is John Lennon Miller, JOHNLENNONMILLER, and I'm the Vice President of Development for Chaberton Energy, joined by Natalie Castro, the Development Manager, and Logie. Chaberton Energy is a Maryland-based community solar developer. We're here tonight to discuss a community solar project planned in Worcester County off Timmins Road in Snow Hill, Maryland. We started outreach on this project last summer, including letters to neighbors, in-person neighbor visits, and a community meeting held in this very room on September 11th of last year. The community solar project will benefit the local community in many ways, including tax revenue to the state and county and an average of $390 in savings for subscribers to the project. There will also be immediate environmental benefits consistent with Maryland's renewable and sustainable environment goals, including replacing non-renewable sources of energy and planting a pollinator habitat that can increase farming production in the local area and also support bee and pollinator population. Community solar is a program that was created and is regulated by the state of Maryland. This allows Marylanders to be sure of the savings and the benefits that they receive from the project. Community solar projects are different than utility scale projects in that they're much smaller in size, usually under 40 acres, as well as can benefit the local grid by making it more resilient and investing in new infrastructure. Project Snow is a 4-megawatt project located in the Delmarva service territory on a 103-acre parcel off Timmins Road. Our proposed project will only utilize approximately 30 acres of the total 103 acres. It's going to be located on the eastern side of the parcel. If you want to go to the site plan, eastern side of the parcel, about 2,800 feet east of the intersection of Timmins and Blake Road, surrounded by existing vegetative screening on the northern and southern sides of the proposed location. To gain access to the site, we will be using the existing access road located on the property. The project's access to the site will be controlled via lock gate with a 7-foot-high agricultural-style fencing around the perimeter of the project area. The solar panels will be mounted on single-axis trackers that run along the north-south axis. There are 2 locations within the project area that will house the equipment and inverters. These equipment banks are located on the northeastern and the western portions of the project area. The project site is located near some environmentally sensitive features such as wetlands and an intermittent unnamed tributary to Campground Branch Stream. However, the development area is carefully selected to avoid impact to these environmental features, and the project has passed numerous reviews conducted by state agencies responsible for environmental protection. Additionally, we'll adhere to Worcester County's established best practices for stormwater management and erosion and sediment control to ensure there is no impact on the surrounding streams. Regarding the view shed, the project's strategic positioning within the parcel, coupled with about 1,700 linear feet of existing trees on the northern and southern sides, naturally shields the proposed project from public view. Additionally, we have proposed a 20-foot wide landscaping buffer along the northeastern border, featuring a double row of plantings. The remainder of the project perimeter, not already covered by existing vegetation, will be enhanced with a single row of plantings. As for interconnection, the project is situated within the Delmarva territory, close to an existing 3-phase circuit that has sufficient capacity for the project's interconnection without requiring material upgrades. Our plan is to connect to Delmarva's existing 24.9 kV circuit along Worcester Highway. We'll extend the overhead circuit southeast along Timmins Road for approximately 1,200 feet, landing just outside the parcel entrance. The route will then continue overhead for about 2/3 of a mile, following the natural curve of Timmins Road to the eastern portion of the property, and will ultimately reach one of the project's equipment banks located at the western edge of the project area. This concludes our project overview, and I'd like to thank you for allowing me to present you with these details. While this is brief, we're available for any questions. And moving forward, we just ask that all speakers identify themselves and spell their name moving forward. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Mr. May.
Good evening, Your Honor, and Snow Hill community. My name is Mark Mank. That's M-A-R-K-M-A-N-K, and I'm the Department of Natural Resources Power Plant Research Program Project Manager for the state's review of this community solar project. As project manager, my program, the Power Plant Research Program, or PPRP is the acronym for those listening online, coordinates an independent review of the potential environmental and socioeconomic impacts of the Certificate of Public Convenience and Necessity application for the DNR and 6 other reviewing state agencies. The state's review is now complete, and the Secretaries of DNR and the Maryland Department of the Environment make a recommendation of approval of the Chaberton Snow Solar Case 9714 Certificate of Public Convenience and Necessity application to the Public Service Commission with recommended licensing conditions for their consideration. The Power Plant Research Program licensing conditions or recommended conditions, the project assessment report, testimony, and other exhibits are all available on the PSC website, as Judge McLean indicated earlier, under case 9714, and the mail log is 311390, all available on that website. Based on the established schedule for the case, the evidentiary hearing is scheduled for September 3rd. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Wilson?
Thank you, Your Honor. Good evening. My name is Peter Wilson. I'm an attorney representing the technical staff of the Public Service Commission. Our primary purpose in these cases, including this one, was for our engineering staff to review the project, give testimony, give their opinion, whether the project will have any adverse effect on the stability and reliability of the electric grid. And as the judge mentioned, we've already filed testimony, and our conclusion is it will not. And so we support PPRP's decision to support this project.
Thank you, sir.
Good evening. My name is Isaac Lindenbaum. I'm here tonight representing the Maryland Office of People's Counsel. The Office of People's Counsel represents the interests of Maryland's residential ratepayers in proceedings before the Maryland Public Service Commission. OPC has not filed any testimony in this case, but we have reviewed the application and testimony filed by the parties. We are here tonight to hear any comment that the public might have, so we can consider those comments while developing our position. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Now is the audience participation segment of the program. Gentlemen, you're the public. Do you have any comments or questions? Okay. Well, with that, we can conclude this evening's hearing. Thank you everyone for coming out and getting this set up. I know it's not an easy task. And have a safe ride home, everyone. We're off the record.
Thank you. You all have a safe ride home, everyone.